Hello guys, are you there? Hello guys, are you there? Hello guys. I think we are live. I hope. Sorry for delay. And yeah. So let's start our stuff. So we are here because we need to gather this challenge. And first of all, thank you so much for all of you guys that you did a very awesome job. What we want to do tonight is just to create the right workflow to create the main shapes, the secondary shapes, for sure for this part of the asset, the main part, so the big one. And then I can show you how to do maybe something on the bottom part, but let's see. If we have time, I don't want to spend too much time on the bottom part because maybe in the future someone else want to do the challenge, and maybe we'll find my video on YouTube about this guy, and maybe we can just leave them to create the bottom part. So let's talk about what we did together. So we had several submissions. Everything is very cool because we are all together in this community. But what I saw for more or less watching all of this exercise, it's always the same problem. So we are starting to model. Of course, I sent to you the notes, and you achieved the notes. You did very good stuff, but in general, we had always the same problem. So it's not very clear in the beginning the main shapes and how we need to achieve them. So that's why now I'm here to create this demo, just to show you how we can do that. Congratulations to Giulio, for example. Logan did a very good job. Chiro, thank you so much. For sure I'm forgetting someone else, but these three guys did very good job. Logan as well. And the rest doesn't matter the topology in this phase, because topology is just an output for visual effects, just specific technical output. What we are in focus, it's the shapes. And that's why I always send to you the notes about the shapes, nothing else. All right, so let's start with this part. So I think it's really important to start with this point, reference analysis. And first of all, we need to understand how the silhouette is working. So for example, here we need to be sure about all the borderline, how it works. And we need to imagine everything without any secondary shapes and details. The second point is how are working lighting and shadows. And this is, I think, it's the main notes that I sent to you in the Discord server. So we need to be sure how the lighting is going here, there, for example, here, and how the shadows are working, for example, in this point, this part, and of course on the bottom part, but being focused on the top part. How these highlights you see here, and how the lighting is starting here, and then here it's more suffuse and diffuse here, something like that. So we need to be sure that we are watching this kind of stuff actually. So another important things that we need to watch and we need to take a look in the reference is soft and hard shapes. For example, here, first of all, and of course everything is happening on the bottom. The materials, because if we are watching the materials, we can understand more or less the second point, the other point that we have here, the number of shapes. So those are together. For example, here we have a different material. For sure, here we have a different material. This is a different material of this one, and this is a different of this one. So, and we can start to take a number of shapes that we need to model. So this is one, for example, 2, 3 on the other side, that it's symmetrical, so we can mirror that. We have this one, this one, this one, this guy here, here. This is very important to understand how many shapes we need to model, and how we can simplify this asset just to create a simple shape first of all, and then we can be in focus on all the rest. I'm not sure it's working, the chat. Let me say live chat. Are you able to chat, guys? It's working? Is it working or not? If there is someone can write something, I think it's the chat should be available. No? Yes? Yeah, we will see next time. Let's continue here. So we have here now, we are going to the logical approach. So watching what you did, guys, in the channel, I understood that someone is just starting, playing around the shapes, doing one part of the job, then starting again to rebuild everything. So I don't think it's a right approach in general. So I think we can start all together, even for the next challenge. Because here you can find the 2 new challenges in the channel. We have this one that for trainee task, and you can do double check on this one. This is the task and the model that you need to do. And I did another one, just a little bit more complex, for let's say junior mid task. And we are going to go to the texturing and shading as well here, but let's go through the model first of all, and be sure that we are getting the same main shapes of this element. Very great concept. And yeah, it's really important, guys, that we can start with the simple shapes. Everything low body, reusable shapes, so that we can recycle a lot of stuff once we have the simple shapes already done. You can work completely without topology, so because when we are creating something, we are just going to be focused on the shapes. and topology, as I said, this is just output for visual effects. For example, if you are working for a 3D print and you are creating some 3D model, doesn't matter the topology. For example, if you are working for game industry and you are creating the high-res geo, and then you need to create the low-res geo and working with breaking maps and blah blah blah, doesn't matter the topology in the high-res, for example. So when you are creating shapes, you need to follow this main rule. So doesn't matter the topology. Another thing that will help you a lot is to work with very few tools, not to open everything everywhere. So to try to mix a lot of tools together, maybe working in the worst scenario in two software like Maya and ZBrush, or maybe Blender and ZBrush. So try to keep everything very, very easy. It's really important that we can create a workflow that we can replicate in Maya, for example, and the same logical approach we can create in Blender or Modo or Cinema 4D or 3D Studio Max, whatever. Because if we are understanding that what we are doing is just for Maya, because we are using specific tools in Maya, or maybe specific plugins in Maya, or whatever you are using in Maya, that it's not we cannot replicate. It's not replicate in another software. There is something wrong, because modeling is always the same. So the logical approach is always the same if you are in Maya, in Blender, in Cinema 4D, Modo. So it's really important that you have this point in mind. And first of all, and last here, but it's really important also that you are looking the reference always. And that's maybe something that you didn't know much during the process, because I saw that someone sent us in the channel something that was okay, very similar, but not matching the reference at all, and more in focus maybe on the topology and not on the main shapes. And that means that during the process, when you are modeling, you are just watching what you are doing in 3D and you are not looking the reference anymore. This is another big mistake that we can do. All right, so after that, let's start and go in Maya. That's the software that I'm using for this demo. But as I said, I'm following this main point here, and I'm sure that you can do the same in another software like Blender, Modo, Cinema 4D, 3D Studio Max, whatever. So I already prepared my setup. So we have these two images, orthographic views that I sent to you in the Discord. So we can work also to create the lineup in 3D camera, but it's not the case today. So I want to keep this very easy and faster. And so that's why I'm starting to create everything following the orthographic view. In this case, someone else that is watching the video is able to do that without any problem with the camera's alignment and so on. Maybe in the next challenge I can show you how we can align the camera, but not tonight. So, as I said, we can work keeping very easy shape. And I'm starting, for example, on the top, from the top view. And let me say that we can see putting a bit of transparency. And let's start. So, very easy way. I'm creating some main shapes that will save us a lot of time, and I'm sure that after that we can build on top everything. So I'm creating very simple polyflow and tessellation, and now I'm adding the symmetry. And what I'm doing, first of all, is in general, when we are modeling, we are doing this. So we are going here, but it's really important that we are looking in focus the reference, and you can see that here the light is changing. So that means that here we have a curve. So the lighting here is almost flat, and I'm assuming that this part is flat, and here it's starting to be curved. So that means that I'm starting from here to here. I don't need to do this. We need to go there in another pass. You can see that I'm always going through in this way. Now we can start to add the new loops that will help a lot, and just continue to do very easy stuff, simple, low poly, just like this. Okay, now we can start to go on the side view and to start this alignment. And you can see that my shape is very, very easy to manage because we have very low poly stuff. Then we can go in 3D, and for sure we don't need the bottom part. So it's not important. We don't need to focus on that part, so delete that, and just to avoid any distraction. Okay. All right. So I'm doing the same here. So here we have a curve. That means that maybe everything is starting here, and then we have this curve there. And same here. So we have the flat area, more or less, and here the lighting is changing, so we don't need to go here, but here. This will help a lot. Okay. There we go. Easy. Now we have something. Maybe, yeah, maybe we can put another here, just to have more or less a good distance. And let's do this. And here, for example, this is perfect. It's okay. It's okay. All right. We have a very simple shape now, and we can start to create a loop here, and just following one of the rules of the CET, and the curve is creating with the 3 point or three faces. In this case, I want to use this three faces, so I'm just creating this bevel here, and I'm using this edit edge flow. We have this tool everywhere in Blender, Maya, 3D Studio Max. So in this case we have now software kits working better. A little bit of curve here. All right. And let's see the concept together, well, the reference in this case. And here we have these slides that it's going here, but now from this point everything is going to be more flat. That's what we want to do in Maya as well. So here it's working more or less, and now we need to say to Maya, okay, this part just a bit more flat, so, and we can use this guy as well again. All right. There we go. Let's see how it's working here. Good. And now we can activate the preview of sub-D. Okay, it's working. You can see here how it's working, the lights. It's following what the reference it's asking. Okay. There we go. Easy. Simple shape. Let's see what is happening in 3D. So we have something, and now just refine everything we have. There we go. And now I'm going to put out this. There we go. Let's go here and working better on this part. So we need to start to create this flat area. There we go. Nice. You can see that I'm not watching always the orthographic view because I need to feel the shape in a perspective view, because we are working in 3D, and it's not good to watch always the orthographic view and be sure that everything is matching. Then we can do that later. All right, let's see. Nice. So now we can see that we have this lighting on the shape here, and then here more diffuse. This is what we need. Yeah, I'm trying to force this part because that's the part that, yeah, I love it. All right, so we have something that is working now. Even here in this condition, you can see how it's working now very well. Lighting here, it's flat, and then it's starting to go on the curved surface. That's perfect. All right. Double check here that everything is working. So maybe there we go. It's really important that we are super precise in this stage, because after I will show you that everything will be more faster and easy. Okay, so now we can do the shape that it's missing. Like this. Maybe it's too much. And let's fix this part. And now we are getting this that was missing before. Let's see. There we go. So what we need to do is just to be sure that it's following the silhouette. But that's what we need. The curve that it's starting after. No? Let's see the D. Yeah. From here we can start in this way. I'm always trying to feel the shape. All right. Let's do this here as well. And let's see in 3D what is happening. Yeah, should be fine. sounds good. Let's see now. There we go. Now we have very solid main shape. We can be more precise here on this back part. I like it. And yeah. There we go. Alright, let's finish our something like this. And yeah, there we go. Done. That's it. Right. And let's see here. Yeah. It's working. We have everything we need. And now we can do just a double check. This portion. All right. So we are more or less close to finish this. No, it's okay. All right. So we can call this main shape. Always, I'm trying to be organized enough. So in this case, let me go here in the display, use a color, put this green. And I know that this is the main shape that we already created. Just a double check everything is working good. Maybe here. And here. Here. And here. The rest is okay. I don't want to touch this guy anymore. So since this is the main shape, I'm going to duplicate it. can hide this, and this will be the base. And I'm going to change a bit the color. So now we have the main shape that we can create everything on top. We have a specific design on this guy. That's why I decided to start our challenge with this specific shape, because it's not easy. But now, once we have this, we can do everything in a faster way. So it's up to you now. We can work in 2 ways. Let's say we can do old school approach, that we can change position of the edge and the vertex. Or maybe now it's time to show you another approach that is more faster and easy, because we can build now the topology on top of it. So I'm going to smooth twice to a very high poly main shape. I put this as my reference for retopo, and I'm going to start to draw my topology on top of this. To be honest, I don't need now symmetry, so let's see that we can just be focused on this portion. So I'm creating very easy driver. You see that I'm following here, and then we can follow this to be sure in the end we have a polyflow. Make this detail, but okay, let's just put this transparency. I don't need to see this, I need only this one. In this case, I can be more precise. Yeah, you can see it here, 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 and here. So we have something. Let's say on this part, I'm creating the polyflow for this detail. And you can see that now I have already everything I need on this specific part, because remember that we already said that different material means different geo. So this is need to be another geo. Let's see how it's working here, and if we did a very good job on the main shape, it's working good. So here it's working, here as well. Oh, sorry. Go. That's it. So we are already creating the good topology, and doesn't matter what is happening here because the main shape is already there. All right. we will see later. It's really important that I have this part and this part. Alright, let's create the topology here. In the center. There we go. And done. So now we can see what we have. And now we can be focused only to create the shapes and topology that we need. There we go. Here as well. Remember just to be consistent here. Alright, this is what we need for the secondary shapes. And this is what we need here. To create the same shapes that we created before. I'm trying to be not super faster. In this case, everyone can see what I'm doing. I want to be precise enough. And I'm sure that this approach will help you a lot because, as you say, a lot of people have sent to me messages to say, okay, Gennaro, it's too hard for me. Too much stuff to do, but you can see tonight that it's just the main shape, the big one that you need to take care, and the rest is just to create this puzzle or polygon and be sure that everything is matching. That's it. So it's just important that we are not changing this anymore, and we are not changing this anymore. So this is done. This is done as well. Just be sure that this is diagonal, it's not changing because we need it for sure. Here we go. We are here, and now we can continue our puzzle. Equal distance here. We will double check later on the top view, but let's continue on this part. Relax a bit. There we go. Done. Remember that just this one is important for the secondary shape, not the rest. Here it's important that everything has the same equal distance, more or less. Now we can go on top part. And just now you see that everything is going to be super easy, because in the end we will have the final shape with a good topology and all the drivers to create the secondary shape, that is this one, no? Right. Done. What do you think, guys? You can send me a message on Discord. Go. Oh, another thing that it's really important that I'm always saying to my student, that you need to stay always 1 pixel inside the mesh and not 1 pixel outside when you are retopo. Something working with the retopology. This is helped a lot in the end. Yeah, you see that I'm free to change the position of Safa because we already have the shape. And what is important, this line. This one. But it's our driver. For the shape, the secondary shape that we need. Alright. So now everything makes sense. There we go. Done. All right. Let's see. Okay, we have something now. We can do double check if everything is following the shape. Here, for example, we can be precise to create this. Don't change this part. And now, oh, sorry. Now we can maybe, that doesn't matter. We can do that later. No problem. So, here we can go in the middle. Here it's done. And now we can just finalize the shape, the topology. We are almost done. So after this part, the rest is super easy. Because now we have everything we need. We have topology, we have good tessellation, we have the drivers, we have also, let's put this in an equal distance. Right, better. We have this part, everything is important to us. So, the base geo we don't need anymore. We can now finalize the points. Here, for example, be sure that everything is straight and it's on the center. Same here. Everything straight, it's in the center, and now we can use a mirror. There we go. So this is the basic geo with the good topology and everything we need for the secondary shapes. Let's do another check to be sure that, yeah, it's okay. Now we can use the symmetry. It's okay. It's okay. Better. It's better. Yeah, we need to remember that this part is alright, cool. Allow it. Okay, now we don't need this anymore. We can work only on this guy, and we can select this, extrude this, go here for example, and following this part. There we go. So this is correct. This is correct here. And now we can be more precise on the rest. So you can see that it's almost done. Perfect. We have everything we need now. There we go. Let's enter D. It's great. Maybe too much. I'm watching the reference in there. It's better. Cool. Perfect. Now we can do this. I think, yeah, it's this one. Let's start. Okay, yeah. There we go. All right. Done. So now we can create this secondary shape here. And also this one, just a little bit. All right. Working. And let's see, maybe this part can be should be okay. Done. So we can put here, for sure, one here, and now we can put one here. Let's see how it's working. Done. Nice. We have everything we need. So already a good topology. And yeah, now we need just to create this little, let me say we can do this in this way, very easy. Oh. Very simple. All right. It's perfect. And now we can try maybe to do this. There we go. That's it. Oh, nice. It's working. Let's go, for example, here. Okay, let's again. Perfect. So, the history, we can now maybe change. Done. All right, we can refine this now. Let's say nice. And now we are ready because we have this driver. And this one. So here, I think we can extract this. In this case, we have 1, 2, and 3. So just to extrude edge, extrude inside, all right. And here. Let's see here until here. Just a bit. selection a bit. Let's see. Okay, perfect. So what we need here, it's another extrusion because we need to create the inside part. Nice. In the reference, we have this, and yeah, it's working. Thank you so much. We don't need this anymore. So we can freeze transformation, reset transformation, duplicate it, and mirror. And now we can change material. Let's see. There we go. Of course, now I'm just trying to do everything in 2 hours to be sure that we can have time to see all the process, and yeah, we need time to refine the shape, but you can see that now I have everything is already in CET. And for example, just to cover the back part, we have always this guy that can help us because it's a super low poly. And let's say that in this case, I need this for sure, this part, and this part. And let's say we can duplicate the face. Go inside, and let's add the main shape again. Now we have this, and yeah, we have the inside part. Let's say, just to see what we have here, and right inside, be sure we are more or less following the shape. And now we don't need this, for example, not this. We can refine this part. Inside, and here. you know. So because everything is following the main shape, so we can recycle this part without any problem. And we can simplify. We don't need this, we don't need this. We can change the position of this guy, this guy as well, and play with vertex. Just to be sure that everything is inside. There we go. So now we have something that is working also to cover this part. And following the reference, we need just to be sure that everything here and here is going up. Straight and going up. Something like this. Alright, so we have something that is working, more or less. And for example, here we can maybe make a hole. Let's see. Yeah, it's easy. So we can put one guy here and one guy there. And just delete this part. Yeah. And then we can continue to create all the rest. So I want to leave to continue on your side, the bottom part. In this case, so whoever it's starting to see the challenge in the Discord can see this a video on my YouTube channel that I'm helping people to achieve these main shapes. That it's a very important one, and then they can continue the bottom part without my demo, because that's how we are going to learn. So if we have everything already done, so we are just following a tutorial like a machine, but my idea is just to say, okay, maybe you got problem to create this kind of shape, but now you already know how you can achieve this kind of silhouette, primary shapes, secondary shapes, and little details, and then you are able and free to continue the bottom part, that it's much more easy comparing this part. All right, I hope you enjoyed it. I'm inviting you to continue to follow the server, and I hope that you can start these new projects like the helmet and the AirPod by Apple. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for your time. See you for the next challenge and next demo, and I will do my best to be sure that we have the chat live, that it's working for everybody. Thank you guys. Bye.